Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, November 28th. You'll be interested to know. Today's Black Friday. Black Friday brings joyful crowds to stores and online platforms, celebrating shoppers who hunt for savings, support local merchants, and share friendly camaraderie in a festive, upbeat atmosphere. The day blends tradition and excitement, offering meaningful deals, community connection, and cheerful moments that make the season sparkle with gratitude and possibility. So now you know. And now, it's time for the weather report. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 25 degrees with 8-mile-per-hour wind. The sunset will take place at 4:12, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:51. It looks like we're in for a mostly sunny day with a high near 43 and a breezy southwest wind gusting up to 37. Tonight, expect mostly clear skies with a low around 31 and a gentle west wind gusting to 30. For all you beach runners out there, the first low tide Friday will be at 10:45 with a high tide just before 5. The nearshore buoy at Cape Cod Bay reads 48 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 42 and west winds around 10 miles per hour, gusting to 22. A chance of rain arrives Sunday after 11 a.m. with a milder high near 50 and southwest winds. Then rain is likely Sunday night with lows near 38 and gusty southwest winds. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Karen Reed's lawsuit against several witnesses in her murder trials has been moved to federal court, records show. Last week, she filed a lawsuit in state court against key figures in the Massachusetts State Police investigation and individuals who were present at the home where John O'Keefe was found dead in January 2022. Her civil lawsuit claims malicious prosecution, civil rights violations, civil conspiracy, and more. It alleges that O'Keefe was killed inside the home during a house party, and those involved attempted to cover it up by moving his body outside, a claim the implicated families deny. The defendants filed to move the case to federal court because part of her claim involves a federal civil rights violation under the Fourth Amendment. The state court's docket indicated that the case was officially closed after being transferred. The defendants plan to argue that the lawsuit is a vengeful abuse of the judicial process, describing it as an ongoing and malicious attempt to evade responsibility for O'Keefe's death. Previously, Reed had a case in the federal court system, which she appealed to the Supreme Court, but the justices denied her review of 2 of the 3 charges against her. She was ultimately acquitted of the more serious charges and convicted only of a lesser version of a drunken driving charge, with the jury in her first trial unable to reach a verdict. Now on to sports. Week 13 of the NFL Thanksgiving highlights featured thrilling top plays and moments. Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love threw for 4 touchdowns, and Dontavian Wicks caught 2 of those scores, leading to a victory over the Detroit Lions, 31-24, in their 23rd meeting on Turkey Day. In the afternoon slate, the Dallas Cowboys continued building momentum, winning a shootout against the Kansas City Chiefs. To cap the day off, the Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Baltimore Ravens in Joe Burrow's return from a toe injury. And tonight on a special edition of Friday Night Football on Amazon Prime Video, the Bears travel to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles in a matchup of division leaders. The game begins at 3 Eastern. The Eagles are favored by 7 points. Overall, the Bears' offense ranks 6th, while their defense ranks 27th. Key players include wide receivers Rome Odunze and DJ Moore, who have combined for 1,138 yards receiving. Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown has also excelled, amassing 159 yards in 2 games. The key matchup features the Chicago secondary against Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, who leads the league with a 25-3 touchdown-to-interception ratio. And in college football on Saturday, the Texas A&M Aggies are heading to Austin for the first time since 2010, with plenty at stake despite already securing their spot in the college football playoff. To defeat the Longhorns, they must survive the opening script of Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian, who excels at launching offensive plays. The Aggies have outscored opponents 87-24 in the second half this season, showcasing their in local sports. The Patriots aim for their 10th straight victory on Monday Night Football against the New York Giants, who have lost 6 consecutive games. Kickoff is set for 8:15 on ESPN. The Giants enter with a record of 2 wins and 10 losses, while the Patriots stand at 10 wins and 2 losses. The last matchup saw the Giants narrowly defeat the Patriots 10-7 in East Rutherford last year. Quarterback Jaxson Dart is expected to return for the Giants, while quarterback Drake Maye leads the Patriots with a 71% completion rate. In top news, your consciousness can jump through time, meaning gut feelings are memories from the future, scientists say. Even the Central Intelligence Agency has released data on this psychic phenomenon. On an October night in 1989, a 4-year-old girl was shocked awake by a phone ringing and then a scream. She overheard her mother say, "He died in a car accident." The girl sensed her father's fate during their final goodbye at the airport. Cognitive neuroscientist Julia Mossbridge, doctor of philosophy, relates to such experiences and claims that precognition suggests time may not be as linear as we imagine. She emphasizes that fear of the unknown often leads to skepticism about these phenomena. In business news, customers of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile should be concerned about the Federal Communications Commission ruling. In January 2025, the Federal Communications Commission enforced Section 105 of the Communications Assistance for Law Enforcement Act to guard against a major Chinese attack by a group called Salt Typhoon. The ruling was intended to prompt telecom companies to enhance security measures, but it has now been rescinded, citing flawed reasoning. Wireless carrier customers may face heightened vulnerabilities as companies are no longer required to improve security. Proponents of the original ruling argue it was a vital response to ongoing cyber threats. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 5% for the week to just over $91,000. Ethereum is up 6% to just over $3,000. And XRP is up 5% to $2.18. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham, just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. Some people are always late. science can explain why. Are you a multitasker, a free spirit, or an overly optimistic planner? Experts say these traits explain why some people are constantly running behind. If you are one of those people whose "I will be there in 5" reliably turns into 15, you are not alone. Most of us have been late at some point, but chronic lateness can stem from various psychological tendencies and biological differences. Understanding these patterns matters because punctuality signals respect for others' time and supports relationships. Improving punctuality often requires awareness of one's tendencies and strategies tailored to individual needs. And in entertainment news, some exhibitors are up in arms about Netflix's deal to screen Greta Gerwig's Narnia exclusively in Imax theaters for 2 weeks. Greta Gerwig's big-budget fantasy epic, Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, is already causing a storm across the global exhibition landscape. The unprecedented deal gives Imax a 2-week exclusive window globally before the film lands on Netflix, sparking fury among exhibitors. Imax will screen the movie across its 1,800 plus screens in 90 countries. VU CEO Tim Richards warned that the deal risks undermining the very ecosystem that makes theatrical success possible. Some believe Netflix's alliance could be a big first step toward embracing cinemas. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and motivational speaker, Dennis Waitley. And he said, "Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the weather reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Boston.